What's up, everybody? Welcome to Talon Talk, the one and only Talon community podcast. I am Cloudy, and we have a jam-packed week, a very exciting week to go over the playoffs and everything there. Going into the championship week, it's going to be a fun week. We're doing a couple new things this week on the podcast, so it's going to be a lot of fun. This week, I have a few people here, but I just had to show some support on my side. And I had to bring on Moki from the Aftermath side. What's up, man?
Yo, what's up?
And because the finals are this week, it's Aftermath versus Glass and Foot. I had to bring on two Glass and Foot members here. So with me, we have Legit and Jcolli. What is up?
What it do, boo boo?
It is the Aftermath versus Glass and Foot podcast. So expect a lot of trash talk.
Yeah,
So
legit sucks.
the best trash talk. That's all that comes to Jcolli.
Starting right off with it.
Legit smells. That's it. Let's end the
Hey,
podcast
fuck
there.
you,
Fuck
them
you,
all.
Cloudy.
Anyway, let's start here. Let's go over a couple of news. Obviously, if you're listening to this, you probably already know the championship game and the third place games are set. It's obviously, like I said, Aftermath versus Glass and Foot, and then Zen's Garden versus Dark Mat in the third place match for all the marbles. And then some of the off-season stuff that's going on. We have the Talon Field Day. Really looking forward to that. It's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of just stupid workshop stuff and like just bullshitting around. It's going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be like a bunch of lobbies going at the same time. So looking forward to that. Also, we have the All-Star game. We are counting the playoff MVP votes for the All-Star game this season. So after this week, we'll have all the MVP slots set. And we'll be able to do our All-Star game. That's going to be the first week of the off-season there. And, yeah. So, that's about it for the news. Unless you guys got something? Any big breaking news here?
Moki sucks.
All right. Good. Great. Quality content here. All right, let's start recapping some of the last week matches. Obviously, we're going to start with the two playoff matches. And right off the top, we're going to start with Aftermath versus Zen's Garden. This was a game that I don't think anybody expected a 4-0 or, well, technically a 3-0, but 4-0.
No, it was
It
a
was
4-0.
It was a 4-0, and everybody was, even myself, I was expecting this match to be very close, which it was. Like we always say, there's like the close 4-0s and there's the like blowout 4-0s. This was a very close 4-0. Map 1 and Map 2 were like super close, back and forth, and it was just like one or two team fights in those maps that closed it out for Aftermath. Let's start here. Who wants to talk about this match? Any of you guys take it? Good. What do you got? All right.
Wow, okay.
Moki, what'd you think of this match?
Well, like you said, pretty close, not gonna lie. Should I give out perspective from my side?
Yeah, good.
Well, honestly, little nerve-wracking, not gonna lie.
Yes.
Yeah, most of our team was pretty hyped, not gonna lie. One or two had a little breakdown, but hey, we got over it. We went through, we got the win.
Yeah, there was a little bit of internal struggles after Map 1, but we pushed through it, and Map 1 was just like super close, and it was like Map 1, Zen's Garden won the first point, and then Aftermath won the point 2 and 3, and took that first map, and even after Map 1, it was like high tension in Aftermath comms. I can attest to that. Even though we won, it like everyone was just so hyped for this match, and it was just such a close battle where like it almost felt like we lost, but we won the map. So it was like it was definitely high tension there, but luckily we pulled it together. Temple of Anubis was the second map. If you guys got to watch it, that stall on Aftermath defense point B was like insane. It was like Zen's had the point and it was just this insane stall and like reverse to save the point. It was a great watch if you guys got to see that. And then yeah, what was that?
Did we play Temple of
Yeah,
Anubis?
Temple of Anubis map
right,
2.
right,
Yeah.
right.
It's like
That's
you
when
weren't
when
there or
got
something.
That 6K Reaper. Play.
Yeah. That was there. But yeah, all in all, this was a great match to watch. It was very close in the first few maps. Obviously, map 4, probably the most important map, with the debut of the hard Maybot, the
absolute
the
pop
meme
champion.
of the league right now. So maybe makes an appearance later on. We'll see. But yeah, definitely a great match. Props to Zen's Garden. They put up a great fight. Ryan, obviously with all the shit you were talking last week, I gotta push back a little bit here.
I remember.
Yeah.
He was talking a whole bunch of shit last week.
Ryan,
Both him and Fuel were. And guess where they are now?
Yep.
Fighting for third
Yikes.
place.
Yeah. Both of them guys were on the podcast last week talking their teams up and hyping it all up. And
We're taking
yeah.
over this podcast. Oh, it's a goddamn ZG and a Die Hard podcast. Oh my god.
Oh
Teams
boy.
get fucking shit on.
Here it is. But yes, this match was a lot of fun. Jcolli, what do you think? You got to see part of this match, right?
I didn't.
Oh,
But
there it is.
But
That was legit. My bad.
yeah. I did, but I didn't expect like a 4-0 though. Like I did not expect it at all. I thought it would at least be like close. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't like low key. I was rooting for ZG because I wanted a rematch from last season. But at the same time, like I really wouldn't have. I really wouldn't have cared who won. But no, I was kind of like no matter who wins, it's gonna be a close game. But
Yeah.
I didn't expect the 4-0.
Well,
Yeah.
rematch against ZG would have been resident sleeper though.
Yeah, we
Yes.
would have
Rode them earlier. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, it was definitely a close match in the first couple maps, and then ended up being a bit more one-sided in map 3 and map 4. So a lot of fun though. Yeah, Woodballs played amazing in this game, and so did Ryan. They both played really well. So props to them. Good luck in their third place match. Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
Oh, I was just gonna say, I mean, it just really showed like when they lost Serenity, like they have a good core, but those healers, they're
Yeah.
important.
I will
Like,
attest to that.
so.
Yeah, Serenity was definitely a big reason why they made it so far last season. So
Mhm.
yeah, there was a big loss for them. Well, let's move on to our second match here. I'm sure you guys can talk about this one more than I can. It's Glass and Foot versus Darkmount. Glass and Foot winning 3-1 over Darkmount. Let me just say this. All right. Darkmount looked very strong on that second map, and to be honest, I was watching that second map, and it looked like Darkmount were gonna put up a fight. Like I don't know what it was. I don't know what was going on from your perspective of things, but Darkmount looked like they had a chance to beat you guys on that map. What did that look like from your perspective?
It's because I subbed myself out.
Fucking
Okay.
It's because we weren't. I don't know. We weren't coordinated enough. We were just kind of just like all over the fucking place with that. But but to counter that though, any time a team has to run a bastion to hold a point, kind of bad. So still,
Yeah.
I'm talking mad shit.
Oh boy.
No, I think we were kind of just all over that map, like
Yeah.
watching from the outer perspective, because I know Bigfoot played like Sim that map, and then I think Bolter was on Sombra or something, and it was just kind of all over the place.
Yeah. And I would guess I would say that second map kind of woke you guys up a little bit and got you refocused for map 3 and 4. I would.
Yep,
I
I
would.
came
Yeah.
I came back in, you know.
Yeah. No humbleness here from these two guys, huh?
No. This no humbleness, dude. You gonna sit there and talk shit. Don't sleep on Darkmount. Don't sleep. Don't fucking sleep on Darkmount.
Oh
They've-
boy.
On the game. I was
Nah,
asleep the
dude.
whole entire fucking match, dude. I had my entire way with that entire team the whole entire match, except for
Oh,
even on the map we lost, I still was like getting like fat ass fucking shatters and just like killing the whole team basically. Like it was just I still had my fucking way. I was still fucking
Oh, man. All
still
right.
got this
Dude,
fucking-
All right. Well, before
Oh.
before we get too deep in this one, yeah, I'll just wrap this one up by saying I'm looking forward to the finals, obviously, but between Darkmount and Zen's Garden, it's going to be a close fight for third place. I think Darkmount do have the ability to put up a fight against Zen's, but we will preview that one in a little bit and see what we think about that. For now, let's keep moving on in our matches here, and let's move on to the consolation bracket here. The first one we're going to look at is Guyana Gates versus Shimada, and this one was short and sweet, I guess you could say. Shimada had to forfeit maps 1 and 2 due to some SR issues. Shimada go on to lose map 3 and just meme around on map 4, so it really wasn't too much of a battle here. So not much to talk about, if I'm being honest. But I will say, from Shimada, it does not look good for them. I mean, this is like what, their third loss in a row, maybe. Like, yeah. So from their side, I'd say like they were a team that like halfway through the season looked like they could be a little strong and looked like they could do something, but now they're probably let me see what game they're playing in this week. I mean, they're playing for 7th and 8th place, so that's not really where you want to be if you're gonna call yourself a strong team. But so Callum, where you at, man? No.
Yikes, dude.
True though, he was
Throwing
hyping his
shots
team
at
up all season.
No, and that being said, Guyana this week they're gonna play for 5th place against SDG, and Guyana did, like, even with their small ass roster, and with Shimada playing over the cap and stuff, like they still won map 3, so you got to give them huge props for that. I mean, they literally have 7 people on their fucking roster, like, and so it's not even like they have any like flexibility, like, oh, we can put this guy in, he can play this hero. It's like, nah, like you're stuck with what you got. But like, that being said, they've won the past 2 weeks and they're looking good. So
yeah, and when I was watching it, even though it was like a short game,
Uh-huh.
I feel like even if Shimada didn't have the cap, I honestly think that Ghana Gates could have won that. Could have easily won against that team.
Yeah.
Like to be honest with you, a lot of teams say like don't sleep on them, but one of the teams like that who haven't said it that I can actually say who are don't sleep on the team is probably Ghana.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, for sure. Anything else legit or Moke you guys want to say about this match? I don't know if you guys saw it or not.
I did not watch it.
Okay.
So
you didn't want to, dude. I literally saw it was like 40 minutes. Like, is this the whole match? Like, I was just sitting there and it's like, all right. Like, I have like, because I was sitting there about to like just watch it and kind of eat and study at the same time, and I was like, why is this match like 40 minutes? And then Callum was like, oh yeah, we have to forfeit 2 matches. I'm like, oh. I heard you, but anyway, guys, I hate to cut it short, but I gotta dip.
Okay. See ya.
Bye, Jay.
But fuck Darkmount, fuck Callum,
Oh my god.
fuck Shimada.
And there goes
You're not
Jcolli.
Shout out Woody,
Oh,
you're the
boy.
best. I love you. But it's bad.
Oh,
it's
boy.
bad.
4-0 after
wrong.
now.
Oh
Because
yeah.
we're gonna meet the whole time.
Oh, boy.
No, I'm joking. But I'll catch you guys later.
Alright.
Bye.
There he goes.
So
And then there was 3.
2 against 1. 2 against
Yeah, legit. How you feeling?
Literally. Okay, guys. See you later.
Yeah.
No, you need to represent your team now.
Yeah.
No.
All right. Well,
I'm
let's keep moving on here and keep looking at some of these matches real quick. Let's look at SDG versus Republic Rebels. This one was surrounded by a little bit of controversy, but we won't talk about that part. SDG forfeited map 1 for some SR problems, but they played the remaining matches, and SDG won out the rest of the matches. SDG still looking strong, still keep getting these wins here. Now they're in the battle for 5th place, so they're a team that they came from last place and now fighting for 5th place. They completely turned their season around. Roxas has been doing a good job over there. So the all-in train continues to roll on here. And so SDG, keep it going, and we'll see. Good.
You'll love to see it. Little dark horse coming up, you know.
Yes, exactly.
Little success story.
Everyone loves the success story, and this playoffs, it seems like it's SDG, and if they could pull off a win now against Guyana and finish in 5th place, that's a huge. Everyone's rooting for them right now for the Cinderella story there. So keep it moving, guys. Keep it going, SDG. Let's see what you guys can do. All right, let's move on to Eclipse versus Valk's Descent. Eclipse winning 3-1 against Valk's Descent. And that's all I got. No. Valk's coming off of a 3-2 victory against Genjutsu last week. They needed a win here against Eclipse to, continue turn their season around a little bit. But that did not happen. Both these teams are kind of like middle of the road teams to me. They haven't really proved much. Eclipse keep losing in these crucial matches. Valks keep losing crucial matches. So to me, they're kind of middle of the pack as far as teams go. I mean, Valks now are playing for last place. Eclipse playing for 9th place. So it's like not too much going on between these two teams. We'll see what they can do during the off season. I have hope that Valks can turn it around going into the next season. But we'll see what they can do. As well as Eclipse, they have a lot of talent there. If they can keep a lot of that together and keep moving forward there, that would be good for them. So, the match of the week here, TLM versus Genjutsu. This was my favorite consolation bracket match here. Genjutsu getting their first win of the season, 3-1 over TLM. A huge win for Genjutsu to start turning their season around and maybe start putting some wins together for next season. Who knows? But yeah, Genjutsu, so I actually casted this match, and Genjutsu looked really strong in this match. And the entire match was pretty one-sided, to be honest. TLM really, and probably the whole match, won like one team fight and did not look like a good team at all. And I guess that's why they're playing for last place this week. But we will not forget the fact that Hard Maybot made her second appearance here in map 4.
Oh boy.
I love when Chaos gets played.
Yeah, exactly. Like, he gets all the playtime in these like map 4s. It's great. He loves filling. It's great.
Did Hard Maybot get MVP there too, or
not yet?
Not yet. It's not decided yet.
But taking over the league by storm here. But no. Genjutsu, like, I don't even know what else to say other than, like, they had such a strong performance. One of their performers here that really sealed this win for them was Vivi on Doomfist, causing havoc, continues to cause havoc in the backlines of all supports in the league. Literally, like, any support in this league, you do not want to go up against Vivi. Like, your backline will get destroyed, and it sucks. But no, that being said, we have a special guest this week. We're doing something a little different. We're going to do a little interview here. And the special guest this week is Vivi to put a cherry on top of Genjutsu's first win. Vivi, how you doing, man?
Doing pretty good.
It's great. It's great to finally meet with you here. We have literally been talking about you for the past like 3 weeks on the podcast. Every time Genjutsu comes up, it's like Vivi is in the same sentence, and you seem to like really be carrying not just carrying this team, but like giving Genjutsu some life, like in a time when they really need it, because Genjutsu, as we know, have not won a game this season, have been in last place most of the season, and you came onto the team and started to turn things around there for them. So going up against TLM and being in last place, how does it feel to be in the position you guys are in right now?
Feels like a new beginning for the team, to be honest.
Mhm.
We really needed that win. It really boosts morale, gets people going,
Awesome.
and it just drives us forward to another one.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Yeah, it's gonna be really fun to see what happens with Genjutsu over the off season and moving into next season. So everybody's been asking about you. So let's hear a little bit about your background and maybe like where did your Overwatch career start? Like where do you come from?
Honestly, my background's probably the most boring ever. It's very short and sweet. I really just started like seriously playing last season,
Mm-hmm.
and I was pretty much a Hammond the whole time. And then near the end of the season, went Doomfist. I've been a Doomfist all this season. I've put pretty much 80 hours into him this season.
Wow.
And I actually have the lowest time played on this game than our whole lineup that we usually play with.
Wow.
I only have 300 hours.
Wow, I mean, that's probably more hours than I have played. So I'll give you props there. But yeah, it definitely shows. It definitely shows in that Doomfist, and hands down, probably one of the best Doomfists in the league right now. And like I said, just wreaking havoc right now. So how did you get involved in Talon? What brought you here?
Yeah, my best friend was in Genjutsu about a month ago,
Mm-hmm.
and he pretty much persuaded me. Says it's like comp, but everyone got some mics, communicating, can really come up with strategies. It ain't that half the team ain't even talking kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And with Doomfist, I kind of need that team. I need the backup. I need the healers to be there when I need them, the tanks to help me rush.
Mm-hmm.
So when I'm in comp and ain't no one communicating, it just feels like a dead game.
Yeah, yep. I'm sure we've all been on that end of it for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome, and we're glad to have you here, and you've been really helping out Genjutsu a lot, I'd say. So this next question's obviously going to be a little obvious, but what is your favorite role and your favorite hero to play?
Doomfist,
Yeah.
hands
Yes.
down. One trick Doomfist.
I could have yeah.
It's so obvious, like I'm just gonna play it before even we have to do the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is really what shocked me the most with playing TLM, because I really don't feel like they were ready to fight a Doomfist, even though they knew previous, because I know someone on their team, and they know I play Doom. But yeah, they only went with a Sombra and a Hog off and on, and never really tried to target me.
Yeah, and that's what I was casting, and I'm like, they're really not doing anything to counter you during that match, and it just seemed like TLM were just very all over the place in that match. It didn't really seem like they were doing much.
We're facing VD. They put out everything: the Hog, the Brig, anything to stop me.
Yeah, and they still.
And I just didn't feel that with TLM.
Yeah, awesome. So looking forward to the future here, we've talked about it here a little bit. Genjutsu being in the position they are now, do you feel like Genjutsu's a team that in next season can turn into a team that can be a contender?
Most definitely. I have no doubt next season any team will be punished for underestimating us. To think that we'll go 0-4 again. Because that's everybody says about Genjutsu.
Yep.
That's gonna change completely.
Awesome. Everyone loves that story there, of course. and I'll be one following Genjutsu for sure next season. And you guys are gonna be really exciting to watch. Not just for your Doomfist, but your team as a whole. If we can start seeing you guys rise up the standings and whatnot, it's gonna be fun to watch you guys. So since you're on a podcast, I gotta ask you. I know you joined the league recently, so maybe you don't know the background of all the teams too much. But what are your
None at all.
predictions? What are your predictions for the finals here this weekend? Aftermath versus Glass of Foot.
I honestly don't know anything about the team I don't face.
I figured.
I like to keep the surprise, kind of like comp, how you don't know who you're going to face, you don't know what they're going to pull, you don't know the strategy. Because that just makes you a better player.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
To be able to react in that moment, especially with a Doomfist, is the key to it.
Just say Aftermath. That's all.
No. Come on, no. He knows who the real winner will be.
Oh, okay. Well, I have a track record from Class of Foot, and you probably won't like the numbers of that one.
Oh boy! Oh boy!
Oh no.
A little. What was the word passing around? I heard a little choke. I heard. No, I'm kidding, bro.
Oh, man. Things are getting.
Third time's the charm, my dude.
Third time's the charm, boys.
You better keep thinking that. We'll see.
We will see.
Anyway, Vivi, that's all the questions I had. Unless these guys have anything else they want to ask you. You guys got anything?
No, dude.
Yeah, actually, I have one.
Go ahead.
Cool.
Go ahead.
Nice.
So, recently, Doomfist nerf came out, right? How are you handling that?
Oh, was there a nerf? I don't know.
There it is.
We just
Yikes! Dude.
That's how you play through a nerf. You just don't even
Man.
acknowledge it.
I could learn a thing or two.
Just do that little adjustment, and you won't even notice anymore.
Exactly. Awesome. Well, if you got anything else you want to say here, Vivi, while you're on?
No, it's all good.
Awesome.
Thank you for having me here. It was an honor.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for coming on. This is something we're gonna just for everybody else is definitely something we're gonna look forward to doing in the future. I love the idea of bringing on maybe people that nobody really knows about much and giving some exposure to the players that are popping off but on a lower level and like maybe
I've
nobody...
had more exposure than I expected.
I'm sure. But thank you for coming on, man. It's been a pleasure, and I'll talk to you soon.
See y'all.
Awesome. That is Vivi. I'm really excited to see what Genjutsu do over this offseason and see what they can do. It's going to be a blast. Anyway, let's look at the match of the week here.
Bum, bum, bum.
It's time.
Drum roll, please.
The moment you've all been waiting for. Maybe the three of us, but who knows. Let's preview the finals here. We have Aftermath versus Glass of Foot. And I'm not even sure where to start. Let's start.
So, why don't we legit talk?
Okay,
First of all?
let's let legit say a couple things here, if you'd like.
Yeah. No, dude, it's just gonna be a really good game. I mean, we've scrimmed a lot during this season, so it's easy to say that we're quite familiar with one another.
Yes, I would say so.
And we've had some really close games. So I think the final is gonna be nothing less than that. So
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be one to watch. I don't know. I don't want to speak too soon. I don't want to say.
You're not gonna pull a Ryan and Fuel here. Is that what you're gonna do?
No. I'm not Jay. My dick isn't 13 inches long. Like.
Oh boy.
But I'm gonna stay humble, and whatever happens, happens. That's what's
Awesome.
happened the past 2 seasons, and
Yeah.
hoping for the best. Whatever goes.
And listen, I'll say this, okay? In this league, you guys have been in all 3 finals, and that is an achievement of itself right there. I think, like, no matter if you haven't won the last two. Obviously, like it's a meme at this point, but
Yep.
but
I know.
but no, it is literally a huge thing to be able to do that 3 seasons in a row with the amount of turnover on teams in this league. And to be able to consistently do that is just insane. I'll be honest. Like, even so, like the first season, we saw like the teams that made the final or the team that won the championship completely fall apart. Last season, obviously, Zen's Garden not making it back. This year, you guys have been the only consistency throughout all 3 seasons. So it's honestly it's gonna be an honor going up against you guys, and I'm really
Oh,
looking forward to it.
I really am too. And it's so cool to see like that we've been able to keep a core
Yeah,
and just people I think want to come play for us. So
exactly.
I feel like I'm doing something right. So
Awesome. Definitely.
yeah, man.
Definitely. Let's look a little bit tactically here. I was going to bring in Jcolli here, obviously being the main tank here.
Yep.
And I'm looking forward to the main tank battle between Jcolli and our main tank
Nice.
Ice Brand.
Yikes.
It's gonna be
Yeah.
it's gonna be crazy. And then of course like all the DPS you guys have versus like obviously Slick and our DPS, and then
Mhm.
me versus you in the support lines. It's gonna be a lot of
Yep.
fun, and like there's not even like one thing or one person or one like there's not one single thing in this game that's gonna be the like end all be all for one team, or like, oh well, if they
No,
shut
no.
this person down that's how they win. And it's like there's just so many pieces on both teams, and it's gonna be insane. It's gonna be
Yeah, I
such
think
an insane match.
every single role is really strong for
Yeah,
both teams, which is
exactly.
so scary.
Yeah, and like the other thing too is like there's been really no hiccups for either team.
Nope.
Oh, like over their playoff game, obviously, and then through the main season, obviously coming undefeated. So it's not like there's been bad times and good times. It's been like all winning for both teams all season, and like even like week 4 or 5, everybody was like, okay, Aftermath Glass and Foot Finals. Like it was so obvious that these were the top two teams, and to be able to now have that play out now coming into the final week of the season with the final that everybody kind of thought was going to happen. That's something there too. So definitely looking
I
forward to
do,
it.
I
Good.
do want to say we've lost the least amount of maps.
That is true.
I think.
That is true.
I think
Right.
so.
You are correct.
So
We
Who's
had a
keeping
couple
count?
close calls, couple map fives in our
yeah,
season, but you are
yeah,
right
yeah,
about
man,
that.
yeah,
Uh, I think it's like one map more than us, but whatever.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But yeah, so let's predict it then.
Okay, we'll do
I
it.
guess I obviously know which way all of us are gonna go because why not? But obviously I'm gonna predict Aftermath winning, but I'm gonna say 3-2, the same score as our scrim in the bye week. I think it's gonna be 3-2 Aftermath. What do you think?
So I'm gonna go out on a limb, and I think obviously we're gonna win, but I think it's gonna be 3-1.
Wow,
Huh.
Yep.
only one map,
I don't think we're gonna see a fifth map.
huh? Unless we do best of 7, isn't that what we did last season? Actually, I'm not really
Did we do
sure.
that? We didn't do that last season.
No, I thought we did best of 7 in the finals. No, maybe not.
No.
Oh,
Nope.
whoops. Okay.
That'd be
There goes all
fun.
my comps.
It
No.
would be it would be long.
Moki, how about you? What do you think?
Well, I'm gonna have to agree with Cloudy here. You know,
Of course.
nothing too biased here, but
Oh yeah, no bias
of
at all.
course, yeah, 3-2. I mean, it's gonna have to come down to that. It's gonna be really close. You know, we're gonna be tugging at each other.
Yeah.
You know, map to map. You know,
Hmm.
it's gonna be really close, really tough plays. You know,
Hmm.
because both teams are dumb good. I wouldn't say that, but you know, yeah, no, yeah, 3-2 for sure.
Awesome, awesome. And like, I will say this: I think our team in Aftermath has like, a great way to bounce back from losses and like, or even like map losses. And I'm hoping that will be something that helps us through this match. Even if we do go down, I'm pretty sure we can get back up and fight back. We've had a couple times like that this season, like the reverse sweep against TLM, or was it Republic Rebels in the last map? No, it was TLM.
No, it's TLM. I
TLM.
think.
Yeah, it was TLM.
Huge sweat.
Yeah, it was like down 2-0. We were still able to turn around. I think that's going to be a big thing in this match, but we'll see.
Yeah, which scares the fuck out of me.
Hashtag bring back Maybot. That's like the 4-0 right there.
Yeah, exactly. If we're down 2-0, I'm subbing in Maybot.
We've got Chaos with us.
You got your own Maybot. I forgot.
We
We've
can't
got
play
him.
Maybot, damn it.
Can't be the same person on same team. Both
No.
teams. I forgot.
Well, let's look at the other one here in the playoff bracket yet. It's the third place match between Darkmount and Zen's Garden. What do you guys think of this match? I think it's me real close. What do you guys think?
I do want to say Jcolli was fucking shitting on Darkmount, but I don't think they're that bad of a team. I think they've got a really good core, and I think if they stay together, I think next season they're going to be really good too. I think they're going to be scary because Trainer's great. Obviously they won't have Dizzy anymore because he'll go up to Elite. But Fuelmaker's great too. King J is crazy on junk, maybe one of the best, going against like Loki or something. But I think they've got a really good team. I think they're strong, and I think they will beat Zen's Garden.
Wow.
3-2. I think it'll be 3-2.
Oof.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same way, except I'm not sure. Like, I think Darkmount can beat Zen's Garden, but I'm not sure if they'll actually be able to do it. I think Zen's coming off of like a hard loss. I think they really thought that they could win against Aftermath. And when you're in that mindset and you have your whole team like bought into that, and you go and you lose the way you did, and that could be kind of rough, but it can be very good to bounce back from that, and like a very good thing to motivate your team. And I think Zen's Garden are just going to be hungry in this one. They're going to want to win this game. And I think I could see, honestly, I could see this going to map 5, and I could see it going either way. But I'll pick Zen's Garden here to win 3-2. That's going to be my prediction there. Moki, what do you think?
I'm gonna have to go with Zen's Garden with this one, man. For sure it'll be close, but yeah, I don't want to say 3-1, but it might be a 3-2 for sure. But
Yeah.
maybe after the season they'll bounce back, like Aftermath, you know. But...
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, so let's move on to the consolation bracket matches. And the first one we're going to cover here is the 5th place match. It's Guyana Gates versus SDG. So the winner gets 5th, the loser gets 6th. And this is going to be a very exciting match. I'm obviously rooting for SDG because I've been rooting for them for the past like 6 weeks on the podcast. So it would be only fair that I keep rooting for them. But no, it would be a huge success for SDG if they could win this game against Guyana. And to be from where they were, like we were saying before, to be where they were, to coming back and taking 5th place would set them up great for the future and for the next season. And Guyana too. Guyana, I mean, they're a team that we really didn't expect to be in the spot either. So either of these teams, win or loss, I think they've had a successful season. Guyana are maybe gonna have some trouble scheduling again. We'll see with their 6-man roster. But SDG though, hopefully can pull through this and pull out a win here. But we'll see. What do you guys think of Guyana versus SDG?
Maybe our good old May Hardbot will come back.
Yes,
Yeah.
kid, yes.
Guyana needs fills. Hard Maybot.
Hard Maybot. Where you at, man?
Yeah, no. Good.
I hope SDG comes out and wins this, honestly.
Yeah, same.
They deserve it.
Yep.
And I think they're hungry for it too.
Yeah, they've been on a roll so far.
Mm-hmm.
And they kind of want to avenge last week I think like with the whole issues around their game, I think they wanna come back and prove that they can win, and this would be a great way to do it. So props to them. Hopefully they can do it. And Moki, what do you think? What do you think about this match?
Well, this is embarrassing. I really don't know much about him. Any?
Pick a
Both of them?
team. Pick a team.
Well, I'm just gonna have to bandwagon here then.
All right, there
STPG.
you go. All right, you picked the right one.
You picked the right
You don't get kicked.
Oh, thank God. You're already putting me in free agents for that
Exactly.
Lucio incident.
Exactly.
So, I mean...
So you gotta be careful here.
Yeah.
All right, let's look at then Shimada versus Republic Rebels. This is the 7th place match. Maybe a little disappointing for Shimada. Republic Rebels, not so disappointing. They are just glad to be together, I think.
That's always good.
But I think Shimada are probably just kind of on a downhill slide here, it seems. I don't think they're going to be able to pull together a win. Plus, they're having roster issues. Plus, they're having other issues. I don't think Shimada are going to be able to do enough to get a win here. And I think Republic Rebels are going to be able to win this one. Republic Rebels haven't been able to win a match in a while, so I think this is going to be their cherry on top of the season to be able to come out with a win here.
Do or die.
Exactly. Legit, what do you think?
I totally agree. I think Shimada's just been a pitfall. Like, it hasn't been very pretty for them.
Yeah.
So I think RR will come out on top here.
Yep. And yeah, Shimada, like, they came into the playoffs. They made the playoffs, like, almost by luck, and then lose the first round, go to the consolation bracket, lose all those games, and it's like, okay, all right, I see. But no, we'll see what they can do this week. Moki, what do you think?
Yeah, RR for sure.
Yep, awesome. And then maybe one of my favorite matches, because it has Genjutsu in it. It's the 9th place match between Eclipsed and Genjutsu. Eclipsed had bigger aspirations halfway through the season. They were in a good position. They had a great roster. They were doing good things. And they're another team that kind of fell off halfway through. Not that they kind of fell off. Like, they still have the same roster. They still have their captain situation isn't the same way Shimada's is, but I think Eclipse just never really were able to pull it together. So they are in this position now. Genjutsu, man, would it be great for Genjutsu to get a second win here? It would be really great to see Genjutsu be able to beat Eclipse. Eclipse does have a great roster. I mean, Eclipse has a lot of good players. So if Genjutsu can somehow beat Eclipse, I think Genjutsu are just going to be like rolling in the next season. And to be honest, like, if I'm Genjutsu and I'm a team that's in last, if I win the last 2 games of my season, that's going to be a big thing to keep people around and to be able to keep people on your roster. So I think Genjutsu almost kind of need a win here to try to continue their role in the next season and to keep a good roster together. So what do you guys think?
Yeah. Must be nice to win at the end of the season. I don't know what it's like.
We'll see.
We'll see. No, I mean, Eclipse started really strong. I don't really know what happened towards the end of the season. But I think Genjutsu's coming off that win, and I think they're gonna really capitalize on that.
Yep. I think Genjutsu have it in their veins now. They know what a win tastes like. They know they know how to do
Shanghai
it.
Dragons.
Yeah. And Moki, what do you think?
Well, I mean, yeah, they're Eclipse. They're a really strong team. We went against them, didn't we?
Yeah.
Once?
Yeah.
They had us a little bit. Not gonna
Yep.
lie. They could bring it back probably if they pull it all together. I mean, it's not last place, right?
Yeah.
So
only a second to last, please.
It's better than not, you know.
No, it's not
So,
second
I
to
mean,
last. It's not the
right.
last place match. It's the ninth place
It's
match. So
so
it's like
right.
it's still down there, but still.
It's something to fight for, right? So
Yeah.
if they can bring it back, yeah, that'd be really nice. You know, they got it in them for sure. So
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, we'll
for
see.
sure, Eclipse, dude.
Agreed. And then the last place match of the league, it's Valk's Descent versus TLM. And I was saying this earlier, two teams that probably did not expect to be in the last place match going into the season, going into the playoffs. I think both of these teams had some bright spots, especially Valk's Descent. It's kind of weird to see a team like Valk's Descent playing for last place. I mean, it's just kind of odd to me how their season is gone because they still have like their main roster together and they have a lot of good players and they are a very close knit group. So it's odd for them to be playing in the last place match, but unfortunately that's just the way things fell this season for them. But I think they do have a lot of good things to look forward to no matter the outcome of this season. Personally, I'm gonna have to pick Valks here though for basically all the reasons I just said. I think TLM struggling to get a full roster, and they've been playing with fills a lot over the past few weeks, and I just don't see them beating Valks with the roster they have right now. So that would put TLM in last place of the league. So I guess they won something. I don't know. I don't know how that works. What do you guys think of this match?
I'm gonna have to agree with you. I think Lolly will pull it together and
Yeah, exactly.
they'll beat this one.
Yep.
So
Yeah, exactly. So and Moki, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree here too. Just as the great Nemo once said, "Get rich or die trying, boys."
Oh boy, here comes the aftermath jokes.
Oh,
Just
boy.
when I thought they wouldn't come, here they
No,
are.
they're here. They're here, man.
All right. Well, that pretty much wraps up this podcast. Then, we're getting down the end of the season here. Last week of the season. It's been a great season. It's been a lot of fun doing the podcast this season and looking forward to next season, looking forward to continuing, and of course, looking forward for the league. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to keep doing podcasts through the off season and continue. We're going to have some fun stuff through the off season. Want to do some more interviews and stuff. I also we're going to get some more information out about what we're going to do for Elite and Academy and stuff, podcast-wise, so that's going to be fun. And, yeah, I mean, that's basically all I got for this week. As I always do, I'll give you guys a chance to shout some people out, spiel about whatever you want to spiel about, and basically, this is your time.
Go ahead, legit. Go ahead.
well, first, thanks for having me on.
You're welcome.
I'm glad I finally got to come say hello. I really appreciate it. I'm really looking forward to our finals game this weekend.
Oh yeah.
Any shout outs? Bolter Stinky. That's really all I've got
That's all
there.
I got. All right. I mean, what better shout out is there? To be honest.
The ultimate.
And what about you, Moki? What do you got? Anything?
Yeah. Shout out to the boy Nemo. That can never find them when needed. Captain, bro, please show up.
Co-captain controversy on Aftermath
bro,
the day before the finals.
Yo, show up, dog. That's why you got the nickname Nemo. Shout out to Slick, dude. Major carry, dude, for sure. Also, want to be a great Ryan? Bind all your buttons to charge.
Oh my god!
You're giving out all your strats. You're giving out all your strats, man.
One button to to shield up, and then the rest are charged, bro. Like honestly,
that's it. That's all you need.
Shout out to Maybot too. Love you. Man.
Shout out Maybot.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out
Best
Maybot.
spot.
best
Love
best
chaos.
all around player in the league.
Dude, 100% always on point, dude. Tracking is
Dude,
amazing.
and just always seems to be available. It's weird.
Yes, always. I don't know how he does it, but he's always available 24/7.
Alright. Well, on that note, I think this is a good time to wrap things up here. Thank you guys for listening, and good luck to you legit in the playoffs, and
Good
you're in
luck
the
to y'all.
finals, I mean. And yeah, see you guys next week. Peace.
Literally, outro.